Frankie Day here. I'll tell you, this day is made in hell for me. Before we get started on this hangout right here, fellas, I would really like to apologize to each and every one of you. Right now, it's about 10 minutes after 12. I just now figured this thing out, how to make this thing work. All the time, I was looking for an encoder. My encoder ingestion stuff wasn't working. I don't understand that stuff, guys. I'm pretty ignorant to that kind of things. So, make a long story short, I went ahead and messed around a little bit, and I figured out how to operate this thing and how to get the chat on there and everything else. And so I got it figured out now. So this is going to be how I'll be doing it from now on. I finally figured out how to do it, and I pretty much did it yesterday on my first hangout I done. I repeated the whole process all over again, but I forgot how I did it the first time. But now I just now remember. This time I can remember. Now, like I say, guys, I'm very sorry for this. It really it makes me feel like I'm really stupid. For something I kept you guys in limbo for about good God, since 3 o'clock this afternoon. Jesus. So anyway, I'm going to try to make a joyous video out of this, guys, and we're going to go ahead and I get this video going out here. Okay, guys, this is going to be a hangout. I don't know, probably let go for about a good hour or so, see how it goes, see how it pans out. If I get some, if I can recapture my viewers that I've missed, and I can rekindle out my, the hangout for today. I got it all figured out now, guys. So I'm very sorry. I'm very truly sorry. And, it's terrible. Okay, guys. Right now, I got my Social Security check today, and tomorrow, and this Friday I should get my naval pension check, and next Wednesday I get paid for my other job, and I got a couple other checks coming in from other places I've been doing work with. Will make keep myself busy, because I can sure use the. I can use the extra money for things around the house and for the wife and myself, and so I was built to work. I'm not to say kick back and do nothing. And maybe that's why I'm so healthy right now at my age, because hell, I work all the time. I don't have time to take a vacation, so I'm taking life slow and easy. That's why I can any way I can. Okay, guys, I got my check today down at the. From the Social Security, and paid a few bills, got that taken care of, went down there to the PX, to the commissary, and got some groceries to top off my grocery list and everything. And so I went down to the Spinny's hobby shop. I ran in and seen Russ down there, see how he got more new models down there. Well, thus far, I just, he had a few news right there. So I went and bought this, I paid $63.99 for this thing, and it retails for $79.98. So he gave me a pretty good bargain on it. I'll show it to you guys right now. I went down and got this today. This will be coming up in the bill. It's probably getting on this really soon too. This is a Trumpy kit of the old A3D Sky Warrior. Now I can remember I was on the USS Coral Sea and also USS Oreskine. They had a whole squadron of these things. They used them as naval tankers back then. And of course, the A3Ds went out. They went out. They became obsolete probably about as late as 1961. And it's a good kit. I looked at it, and it's a pretty good size model. And I know I'm going to have fun building this thing. I'll probably hop on that after I get some of these stuff underway here. I got my Canberra. Supposed to have the final reveal for that today, but I got the black all painted last night, so there's not much I can do on it now until I be able to get some more time, more day tomorrow to do it. Well, I'm kind of tired, fellas. A little bush right now. I think I'm more aggravated than I am tired. And yeah, that Sky Warriors that Sky Warriors will be a nice model. I built one of these in years past. It's probably oh Lord. I think it's the old Revell kit I bought. I think I got that back in 1955, 56, somewhere around there. And they were pretty they were pretty nice kit at the time to build. Boy, guys, I'm kind of tired now. I think I started this hangout kind of late a little bit. I think all my buddies have probably hit the fart sack and some stragglers are awake. So I'm going to hang out here a little bit and see what's shaking. If nothing goes on, I'll just go ahead and close this video, this hangout and start afresh tomorrow. And since I know how to do it now, I cannot emphasize any more than I have to of my humblest apologies, guys, to you fellas out there for this. This was terrible for me. You know, it kept you guys waiting in limbo all day long, and I don't want to lose you guys out there. You know. Yeah, so far, I think I had one viewer. I guess he shut down, kind of petered out a little bit. I don't blame the guy. He's tired. And may have somebody else come up here. And I got chat up here, guys. You guys got questions? I've got the answers. We can talk anything you guys want to talk. You want to build a model? We can build a model. We can do something, guys. We'll get something going here. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice day. It's kind of warm today. I've been working on a B-29 pretty good. I got the wings pretty much together in this dang thing. Add a little filler right there on the edges. After I sand them down, leave me sand them down, wet and dry some of those sandpaper, sand down those rivets on there a little bit, tone them down a tad. And I'm going to go ahead and prime them, get them ready for install fuselage. Horizontal stabilizers, they're all done here. I don't think you need no filler on these things. You're pretty much there. Believe it or not, as old as this kid is, nature it is, I ran into no fit issues at all in this thing. And I got one viewer. Okay, buddy, I'm still here. Let's go ahead and chat away. You got something on your mind, let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out and answer some questions and do what we got to do. This is kind of late tonight, guys. This is after midnight, having this thing going. I finally got this thing fired up. So I'm really truly sorry, guys, for all this junk, you know. And all the time, I could have did this, didn't know it. The problem had an encoder, ingestion button, and stuff like that. There's got to be another way. I like to know what I did yesterday to get on there, and I found out how I did it. And I know one thing, I learned something, because that's about the way it's going to be done. I got my chat section right there. I can see you guys coming up. I can answer you fellas on the fly. So, I'm also going to hang out here a little bit and see what goes on. See if you great fellas out there want to join in or something. I'm just checking my chat section over there on my right of the screen, and see if it's all activated, ready to go. If anybody wants to answer some questions, talk shop, or whatever you want to talk about, we can do it. Hell, tomorrow's Thursday. I gotta get hot in that Canberra, get that thing done for the final reveal. And I might just go ahead and make another hangout tomorrow and see how it pans out. I don't want to keep these hangouts going, but these hangouts may start out to something really good for me. You know, I might be able to have some kind of a Frankie Day show. Get something going here. Probably bring out a guitar, play you guys a couple songs or something on here. I think you guys would probably like that. And, oh, I got 2 viewers now. Excellent. More the merrier. Join in, fellas. I won't bite you. Yeah. Just a wasted day today. I tell you, guys, I got up this morning, fixed some breakfast for the wife and everything, went down there and picked up my check, and burning the roads. The traffic out here in Ohio is, Jesus. What amazing traffic. When I was out there driving around, I never seen so many people in my life. I'll say they're going to have a problem out here another 5 or 10 years now, because pretty soon every road system that there is out here in Ohio, or virtually any state in the Union, United States of America, is going to have a hell of a problem, buddy, because it's going to be like every road system, freeway, routes, anywhere you want to go to get point A to B back to your house again, there's going to be parking lots. And they probably end up doing something like they did out in California about 50 years ago. We had a traffic problem out there. They start to have odd and even days. And that means every other day you get to use your vehicle to go to work. When you have to go to work that day, you can't use your vehicle. You have to carpool somebody. That's about how it was back in those days. And it was kind of rough back then, but everybody got along quite well. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much going to be doing nowadays when something happens. Well, I had 15, 20 guys today, man, just waiting for me to get tuned in. And God, if I would have known I could have done this a long time ago, I could have been per schedule. We could have really had a good time, you know. And I'm not sure if these viewers here are online or not, but it says here on my screen I got 2 viewers. And that's good, though. Yeah, we'll get some other fellas pretty soon. I know they all gave up on me. I don't blame them a bit. It's all right, Frankie. I tell you, I could kill them. But it's done and over with. I know how to do it now, guys. So I'm going to get right back on this V29 and probably work on a few things. Probably work on about an hour or so. I want to be able to get this some engine SLs. Anyway, guys, this is a good kit. I'm going to probably make a nice inbox review of this before I get started on it. I looked at it and I opened it up real good, and it's a beautiful looking model. I really enjoy this. I'll put temporary over here right next to the Tiffy. I'll probably bring out some stuff to get started on this B29. I got the wings done. Put this over here. I got to adjust this webcam so you guys see what I'm doing. Yeah. Man. I probably will need some help for you guys how to be able to hook up my camcorder up to this in place of this webcam. There's probably some software out there that can do that. But anyway, guys, so just feel free to on the chat line right there in your little box right there. You guys go ahead and type your name up there, and I got a lot of questions. You guys I got a lot of questions and answers coming your way, and I'll answer all your questions best I can as possible. And we'll make a nice hangout of this tonight, and we'll have a real nice one tomorrow. Man, what a wasted day. Yep. Oh boy, I'm debating what I'll do next on this B29. Think about going ahead and work on the engine nacelles. That's like a good idea. Get some of these sub-assemblies out of the way. All I gotta do is just fill and prime and assemble. Yeah, get those nacelles out. Yep. We got that one out. This one, Ford. Get that starboard nacelle. That was an undercarriage like that. I had one right there. I know I saw that one here somewhere here. His inboard nacelles. Yeah, there you go. What the hell? Oh, okay, that's it. Need one more here, I guess. Umasaki. What shall we go to? Huh. Oh, here it is. Damn. I see, said the blind man. Now, here it is. Good. Okay. I got the engines all broke out and stuff. I'm going to get hot in this B29 a little bit and try to make some headway on it. Tomorrow I should have the Canberra done tomorrow and get her going. I painted black last night, and I got to move the tape on the waskings on it and get that underway. A lot of work on those things, guys. These model airplanes and stuff. Preparation, getting it look right and stuff. I almost went in the deck. Yep. Yes, indeed. I went down to see Speed today. I love that Skywar. He's got some pretty good kits in there. Some new stuff. They got a lot of Wildcats in there by Hobby Boss. We have a couple of those 148 scale F4F 3 Wildcats. I got a monogram Wildcat 148 scale F4F. I think I got that from our beloved Mr. Freddie Duarte. It's an old monogram kit. I used to call them 98-cent wonders. Back at the beginning of the early 1960s, monogram was really pounding out them old Navy World War II carrier-based aircraft. When I came out with SPD Dauntless, that's probably one of the best ones they ever did. They had the Helldiver that came out and made the Corsair, Wildcat, and stuff like that. All kinds of stuff. Yep. One thing about this Airfix plastic, it shares miles different compared to the plastic Airfix used nowadays. This stuff here is really hard, almost at the point of being brittle. Almost at the point of being brittle. Yep. This pretty well sanded down right here. So, yeah, I got that real good. Yeah. The tooling, these Airfix kits are nice. These old ones. They did a good job producing this old Ancient Warrior B-29 right here. They did back in 1965. I'll say all the kits they've ever done, this thing had the most parts. Now the Focke Condor they did too, is not too hateful. No. That was a Revell kit. But most of this kit here has a lot of parts. Yeah, now it's time to get these nest cells together. Male and female. That's like it right there. Yep. Male and female. Some of this Tamiya. This Tamiya glue is pretty good stuff. I like it. It's about the best glue I've ever used. And this stuff really works very, very well. Yeah. Guys, got your models to build? Feel free to build them. I can join you. Yeah, tomorrow I gotta kick back and just relax out of the house tomorrow. Probably had to go back to the store to get a few groceries I forgot to get today. I'm so damn tired. I feel like going down and getting nothing. Dealing with all those people. Good God. My wife knows this thing about me. She said, Frank, we've been together for a long, long time. Well, I said, yes, we have. And my wife said to me, I noticed, Frank, you've got the patience of an oyster when it comes to building these things, your models and your patience, your things to do around your home and stuff, around the house. Well, if you get around a bunch of people, you have no patience for them. So Ruth, I never had patience for people. Somehow it says I get around a lot of people. I mean, I'm talking hundreds of them. I've come down with some kind of a form of a case of hyperphobia. I mean, I feel like I'm pushing a corner. I can't get out. And like I say, we start smelling people at close range. That means you're very close knit. It's time for Frankie Day to bail out. Parachute or no parachute. I just don't like getting around a bunch of people. I was funny about that. A lot of people like to be around a lot of people. Funny thing about it is, guys, if I go to a model bending show, you got a lot of people. Don't bother me because they're all like me. We're all sharing our wares of toiling, and we all sharing our model experiences. Everything we got everything in common. I can handle that. But like going to a Dayton mall, like going to a big old mall, a big old huge mall, one big vast commercial cesspool. When you go in there, God, the people in there, especially on Christmas time, my God. If a fire marshal ever walked in that place, they'd probably shut that place down. That's another thing too, getting around a lot of people, especially in restaurants, guys. A little tip from old Frankie Day. You go in a restaurant like that, always figure out a route to get out in case there's a fire. Because if a fire happens in a restaurant, we got a lot of people. Most people, common people, only thing they think about is leaving the place exactly the way they come in. Not this kid. If there's a window next to me, I'll take the bar stool, bust out the window, get my family out and myself, and that's it. So here's the bill. I'll pay for your window. I sure ain't gonna sit there and get stampeded. And so that'd be that when it comes to a lot of people, though. A lot of people, I just get around. I just don't have the patience for them. Now, with the advent of these cellular phones, these people are like robots. They, instead of having your brains up here, their brains in the hand. They're constantly looking down when they're driving and stuff. My God. You got kids at work. Say, hey, Frankie. I say, yeah. You got one of these? I don't know if you don't have a cellular phone or one of these. Says, no, I don't. I don't need it. I'm 77 years old. I got along all my life without something like that. And why should I start now? I'm quite sure if I have a heart attack or something happens to me, a good citizen out there will call 911 on me. So I got that covered in the bill. And if I need to call somebody, I use my phone. If I want to talk to somebody all over the world, I can do it here on YouTube like I'm doing right now. Or I can email. Stuff like this, talking to your friends, get lost in the media. Not for me. I like to face reality. Okay, I got the 2 outboard nest cells done. Let that glue dry and have a good sanding. You probably need some filler on it. One thing about these old Airfix kits, guys, it takes a lot of sanding and a lot of trimming to make these parts fit well. And somehow I'm not having any problems at all with this B29 because this kit is probably about 3 years old from its release when I first bought this kit. And these things are very relatively cheap back in them days. Airfix kits, they probably cost around, you get them as much as 29 cents, 50 cents, 89 cents, $2. You don't pay any more than $2. $2. This kit costs $2. $2.08. Yeah. Even for a very good scale of 1/72nd scale, this B-29 is a pretty good size airplane. Wow. There we go. Sometimes these locating pins don't work too good. Too short, especially the mailman. I'm gonna have to get these one of those on for Maya. Gotta hold it in place here. One thing I like about this kit, it's almost like a gimmick model. You got these undercarriage legs right here, and they fold up. Most mom builders don't like to build gimmick kits that much. I never did that much when I was young. I glued them together, but now since I'm older now, I like to play with them. And they give you a good idea how they work in real life. Okay, this here. Yeah. Undercarriage. Goes in like so here. What the hell happened now? Oh man, that didn't come out. That glued dry a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let it set before I get it in there. Yeah, let that nacelle set and dry. And I'll get the undercarriage in and get the back end of it secured. It'll be ready to go. Well, certainly you guys got the chat, the group chat up there. I know mine's working pretty well, so it's probably working well for you guys too. So if you fellas got anything to say or answer, hello, Frank, or wherever there is, just go ahead and type it up and I'll answer back at you live right here. Again, guys, if you guys are watching, I got 5 viewers now. I'd like to apologize to everybody. I mean, again, you know, for this long time to get this thing going, I don't know what I was doing. I mean, I had no encoder. I couldn't figure out what the encoder is. And I said, well, you know something? I like to know what I did yesterday to get live. And I found out what I did, so here it is. So I got this thing ready to go on YouTube only without downloading an encoder. And so I don't know if this thing gets a message across when the next hangout's going to be. But I don't want to get too many hangouts out there and bore you guys to death. And this is my second one. I'm getting a feel of how this thing works. And it works quite well right now since I figured out how to do this. I got 4 good viewers there. 4 viewers now, so I'm doing pretty good, I guess. I'm holding my own, guys. Let that dry a little bit. Have a swig of this root beer. Yeah. For you other 2 viewers out there who haven't seen this yet, I bought this at Smitty's today, Hobby Shop. I see Russ. He had a bunch of new stuff laying around. So I got this 1/48 scale Trumpy A3D Skywarrior. It's a big airplane. It's beefy. It's huge. Skywarrior is a pretty good sized airplane. It's a naval version of the B-66 destroyer. That's when I was in the Navy. I was in the Coral Sea and the Riscony. I seen a bunch out there. They had a couple squadrons on there. I think it used them as aerial tankers. And we all and a lot because they usually carry nuclear weapons during the Cold War. I mean, the beginning of the Cold War. The A3D Skywarrior, hell, it came out as early as 1951. It was serviced by 1954. It remained in the service until up to 1960, 61. And they phased it out. They went out like the dodo. I remember they're a very, very, very beautiful airplane. I mentioned earlier in the hangout, Bell made one. I don't know if it's 1/72nd scale or some kind of odd box scale Revell had back in them days. But last time I built A3D Skywarrior was one of those Revell 98-cent wonder kits that they had at the time. And I remember it had folding wings. They're operable, which was a pretty good thing to do. I haven't built one since then. And so this was that old 148 scale kit of the trumpeter. Looks like a pretty nice kit to build. So I really haven't taken a good look at it. It's got rubber tires, photo etch parts, typical trumpeter decals. It's a shame. In the United States of America, we can't produce good kits like they do. Man. Colonel Paul Tibbets of the Enola Gay. So let that front end of those decals dry. I've had a lot of drying time. Yeah, the wingspan of this Airfix B29 has got about 2 feet, 24 inches. It's pretty good size. And it surely won't skimp me on the plastic either. Comes a bunch of bombs, so I got to paint those bombs, assemble them, and fill in the seams and prime and paint them olive drab and install them in the bomb racks. Tomorrow during the hangout, I'm going to go ahead and start airbrushing the interior of this thing. Get ready to button up the fuselage. I got my pilot figures I got to paint. I promised Panzerman Bill and Panzerman Bunker that he likes an airplane full of figures. And this thing comes with a full complement of air crews. And the pilots are pretty well detailed, too. They're not too bad either. Those bomb bay doors are operable. They work pretty well. They lay very flush underneath the fuselage of this. Most realistically is a real one. Yep. This thing sure got a lot of rivets on, but the rivets ain't too high. They're not too bad on this. I think they're a lot more heavier on the wings than they are on the fuselage. That's kind of odd. There's a very low relief on the fuselage, but look at that. Very heavy on the wings. Yeah. Get back to undercarriage now and get this thing installed. Yeah, that's where the landing gear door goes at. I forgot that landing gear door. Pull out this kit box and go through these parts here. I may find it. Right here. Right on the screw tree. Trim these real well. Sand them off nice and flush. Make sure the thing doesn't have any tabs on here from the sprue runners. Right on top of here, you got your landing gear cover. When it tracks up, it'll be flush beneath an SL. There we go. I got those in there. 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, you fellas probably in bed right now. I don't blame you. Yeah, we'll see how this thing goes out for a little while. I may close this video down and start fresh tomorrow, since I know how it's going down. Yep, there it is right there. Goes up just like that. I'll go ahead and secure the back of this nacelle and get it secure. That stuff right there is about ready for sprue glue. Yeah, you guys get that Italian glue like that. When you time out like that, you do 2 things to it. You can pour that into another bottle of that, another fresh bottle. If it'll allow you to fill it up, top it off more. A fresh bottle of Tamiya. Or you just go ahead and take bits of sprue like this here and cut it off in pieces. Then throw in the glue. That stuff will dissolve. But like that solvent inside that glue right there, the toluene was in there, will dissolve that stuff. It'd be like a big old bunch of goo. You can take that goo and use it for your filler. And when it dries, you can sand over it. You have to worry about using this stuff here. I use this like guys, hey Frank, what kind of filler you use? This is called Bondo Glaze and Putty. You find this stuff in O'Reilly's, AutoZones, Myers, where they sell auto parts at. Glaze and putty. Don't buy the 2-part stuff that has catalysts and this stuff. This stuff here is glaze and putty all in one tube. It's pliable, sandable. It don't shrink. It sands in minutes. In minutes. Got that done. Getting that cell number 2. Get that out of the way. Let these parts dry overnight. Yeah, number 2. They fall pretty well in there. It's funny how these designers for plastic model kits, how they incorporate all these operating features, these things. Especially like the old monogram gimmick models, like the Drum and Go clock, the F3F. Yeah, it's pretty ingenious how they did that. It actually worked pretty much like that, a real airplane. On the flying barrel, like the F3F, they had a chain mechanism that pulled the landing gear up like this as it folded inside the fuselage. It was done by a hand crank inside the fuselage. You had a lock, a thumb lock. So when you're flying those old, because they had no hydraulic system back in those days, it was all by hand crank. You had 29 cranks bringing up that landing gear. Same thing in the Wildcat. The F4F Wildcat and the Grumman F3F, F2F, even the Grumman Golf Hawk. They had crank a landing gear. You had to crank them up. And between on the outside of the pilot's legs, there's a little window right there. It's probably about that big. As he's cranking that landing gear up, he can take a visual. He can see the wheels folded inside, which is all black there. They're up. Then he locks the gear and it won't come down. But there's only one problem about those things, guys. They come in for landing. When the pilot was coming for landing, you can't let that thing freewheel. Let gravity bring a landing gear down itself. You can snap off. You can break a link off the chain. You can break your locking device on, and your landing gear is useless. So what they did, they more or less, when they pull that pin out, they kept the hand like that, and just kind of reversed the procedure and lowered it down, and it stopped. They locked the pin, and the wheels was locked. That's not how they done it back in those days. They were, the Hellcat was actually was the first one. Actually, the first one that had hydraulic landing gear, believe it or not, was the old Brewster F2A Buffalo. It didn't have hydraulic landing gear; it had electric landing gear. Because when they retract that landing gear on the side of the fuselage, they had a relay that worked on the electrical device that was about the landing gear. You hear go wee, yep, it'll lock right in. And of course, the Hellcat, when they came out, they had hydraulic landing gear. The Dauntless had hydraulic landing gear. TBF, SP2Cs, they had it, and all aircraft in general had that hydraulic fluid. But the Wildcat and F4F were the only aircraft that at the time that didn't have a hydraulic system. It was all hand cranked. Yeah, landing gear works so well. Got all the nestles done, guys. I'm gonna let them dry overnight. I'll go ahead and sand them well in the morning. I'll see what I can do. Oh, what else I can do there? Engine nacelles. And engines. I'm thinking to do it tomorrow and hang out for tomorrow. That's about all I'm going to do in this thing tonight, guys. It's getting a little late a little bit. I know a lot of you guys past your bedtime, and the 4 viewers that's watching me right now, I appreciate very much you guys out there watching. And make sure I ain't talking to myself. Again, guys, I can't stress any more than I tell you. It was just a cluster plot. That's what it was. I mean, I just didn't know what I was doing on here. I had to download in a rotor. I couldn't. I said, it's got to be something I did wrong, you know. So I got to think, what did I do yesterday to get this thing on? And I went back and I figured out, So it is. I went to I went to my video manager. It has live streaming and events. So I hit live streaming. An event came up. I hit the event button, and right above there it says click on air now. That's what I did. Here I am. And they got a menu up there on my screen right here. It says for chat, which is over here. I've got the chat section over here, just like it was in everybody else's hangouts they have. And you can go ahead and type in your thoughts and questions and answers. Yeah, I'm still holding 4 viewers right now. That's good. I had 5 a while ago. Let me come back. It's peaceful here. I want to tell you guys a story. This is a true story. You guys stick around. Don't go nowhere. I want to tell you something right now. I came home. This happened about 3 weeks ago. I come home from work. My wife's in tears. I asked her, "Oh, well, baby girl, what's the matter?" I said, "You feel okay?" "I feel fine." I said, "Well, what are you upset for? What's the matter?" Because, Frank, this house is haunted. This is haunted. I said, "How do you mean it's haunted?" "I keep hearing things." That's well, all houses make noise, Ruth. I said, "When the ground shift, the house is going to shift with the house." Frank says, "I hear people walking around in here, in this house." Well, when I bought this house years ago, there has been no word or no say-so of hauntings. And after my wife told me that, I went to Mike Johnson's house, the guy I bought the house off. He built this house back in 1956, 57. This is a very old house, but a real built house, not a real nice house. It was made out of block and brick, just like the third wise pig of the 3 pigs did. He built his house out of masonry. So I got a nice finished basement down there. It stays cool all year long, beautiful. And come to think of it, guys, you know, like a few times I'm alone up here. I spend probably most of my time with this little here man cave back here, like the rest of you guys do here too. And I hear noise back there. I figured maybe there's a mouse back there. Maybe there's a rat back there. So I got a little rat terrier named Raleigh. He's my rat terrier. I had 3 of them. The other 2 passed away, and he's getting old. So he ain't far behind. And he's 17 years old right now and still smart as a whip. So I sent him back here in the back room, go through the alleyways back here where I keep my mom was at, see if he could find a mouse and rat. Couldn't find any. Because usually they know there's a road there. They can smell them. Dogs get that special scent. They can smell them. Because I know for myself, I've been hearing racket back here. I figured, well, I'm about ready to witness a stash pile crash. And I know it's not going to happen because I built a table back here. With a laying flush on the table, they ain't going to fall no more. And everything else is pretty secure. Nice and straight and level back here. It's nice back there. Got all my models stashed up. And so I knew it wasn't going to crash. And then I come home next day. My wife is still crying again. I don't know what to do. You know, I went down to Mike Johnson's house. We built the house. I said, "Mike, he built this house back in 1956. Was there a cemetery near here or anybody that died here in this house or something?" Because Frank, we built this house back in 1957. There's nothing out here, nothing but dirt out here. There was nothing, no houses out here, no nothing. And so anyway, he said there's no hauntings. I went and told my wife, so Ruth, there's no hauntings. No hauntings at all. Frank, I don't care. I'm not crazy. I can hear things. I'm not calling you a liar. I says, I I hear things too, Ruth. I hear somebody call my name a couple times. That's why I keep coming back a couple times to ask you to call my name. And you said no. So my wife, she knows a couple of people from her daughter who are skilled professionals. They do this paranormal work. I want you guys to listen to this stuff. This is straight up. There's no BS here. Now, me, I'm a realist person. I believe what I hear and I believe what I see with my own eyeballs and my own ears, like everybody else is. Hearsay is take it with a grain of salt, grain of pepper, and yeah, okay. But when you actually visualize something and hear something and know it's there, it's real. Well, she called these people over the house. She says, "Frank, you go anywhere?" I said, "No, I'm staying here. I gotta work on some model and get behind. I promised the guys I gotta get this done and stuff, and I'll be back here working on my stuff." And so I want you here with them when they get here. I said, "Well, that's no problem." And I said, "Who are these people?" They said they do paranormal work, like stuff on TV. So I'll let my wife go through it just so she see for herself, and me too. And they came in the house, introduced themselves and like that, and they set these little transponders up, these things. They stick up, they blink. You guys probably know what they are, or probably seen them before. Anyway, these things are the opposite of infrared. Infrared can sense life, warmth from your skin. Especially at nighttime. If you're at nighttime and they can't see you, you got the infrared and go out there and can see you. You can be hiding behind a tree and they get that glow from it because that's the heat of your body and it picks up the heat. Well, these things pick up signals. And these special signals they pick up are not signals come from the atmospherics around the Earth. You know, I mean, they pick up signals. I said, well, how do you know that this spook is going to be here? He says, when these lights start flashing like that means it's getting close. When the yellow goes up, they're very close. I mean, real close. Real close. When it hits red, they're staying right next to it. And that thing went red a couple times. I sat there and watched this. I'm like, God. And he had this thing he was talking through. He had a speaker in one hand, and he was answering questions. Guys, this is the God's truth, so help me. I'm not fibbing you guys. This is the truth. And these things were glowing. And I said, what the hell's going on here? What's doing now? It's here. It's in here. Right now, I'm going to find out what kind of a ghost is in here. I said, these things exist? They said, yes, they do. I said, Frank, there's two worlds. There's a physical world that you live in and a spiritual world. And he says, I've been studying this stuff for 50 years. But they do exist. No? Okay, let's see what happens. So, right away, there was no trick photography at all. With no double talk, no nothing. He had this thing in his hand. And he spoke. It says, are you here in this room now? And all of a sudden, when he stopped, you hear something click. I say, yeah, I think I heard something. I said to myself, I think I heard something. So he went back, rewinded it back, and heard it. And you hear his voice repeating. It says, have you been here before? Are you here now? And it said, in an under-breath voice, yes. Right away, it got my attention. I said, my God. I says, I'll ask him some more. Do you have intentions of hurting these people in this house? And that spirit said, no. Just like I just said right now. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, guys. I said, I got to find out who this thing is. So he asked questions. Are you related to Ruth, my wife? And it said, no. And by that time, I told Mike, the guy who do the paranormal work, he looked at me and I was asking questions. Said, Mike, I asked you a question before you proceed any further. By the time I was talking to him, that spirit right there, wherever it was answered me back without him saying anything on that thing. I said, because these things, do they live in a world almost like we live in? And they have different passageways where they can go through, lights where they go through different people's houses. And by the time I said that, he said, right. That's what it said. Oh my God. Well, I want to tell you guys something. My brother died 30 years ago. He died of AIDS. He got an automobile accident. He had a ruptured spleen. And he needed blood real bad. They asked me, what kind of blood does your brother got? I said, I don't know. So all I know, mine's type O. And I said, and they said, well, run a check on him, run some blood work on him, you'll find out what kind of blood he is. They found out he was like me. Oh, he had O positive blood. And they asked me, if I could give a chance to use my brother. And he goes, we already gave him some blood already. We found out his blood. They gave him some blood that he got from somebody, from a donor, but it was contaminated with the AIDS virus. Because back in the early 1980s, fellas, they had a lot of guys out there that people that had AIDS, they're coming down with the stuff, and a lot of them are junkies and people outside different sex ranges out there. They're more or less exchanging blood for drugs and everything else. So my brother died from that. Then they asked him, then he asked that spirit right there, are you related to Ruth? He said, no. He says, do you know Frank? Yeah. Who is Frank? He said, my brother. Straight up, guys, that was my brother that came here in this house, in his spirit, just to see what's going on. I think he found me. And so, guys, this is no malarkey. This is real stuff. I mean, I almost cried when I heard that. I couldn't believe it. There was no trick photography, no double talk, no nothing. Everything was straight up. I mean, I asked him. I mean, they actually tell me when you leave this world. So, Frank, I narrated a lot of people. I talked to a lot of people that actually had death experiences, and their experiences is when they're dead, it's like there's a light in the tunnel, because once you're awake, and you're losing conscience of being alive, that light disappears. Now, pretty soon a new light shows up, and you're walking through that tunnel. And that tunnel, your light gets lighter and lighter and lighter. So if you go where the light's at, you'd be okay. But he said there's another place. It's all dark. There's a doorway. You don't want to go there. He said he had this feeling, the instinct of not going in there is because I ain't gonna go in there. So most people like light. So he woke up again. But anyway, guys, the thing I'm trying to say is that there is some kind of a life after death. And I think things over and how it is. So the world that they live in, when you leave this planet, if you ask God for forgiveness and repent and everything, you keep the good Lord in your heart, and God will take care of you. I mean, that's about the most only thing you can do when you're facing death. And how's it going to be on the other side? I don't know, but I'll be there one of these days, real soon. I know I am, because I'm my age. And he says it's the world they live in is pretty much like the world we all live in now. But there's different dimensions in that world, different places, different doorways, different lightways. You go through all these lights. And it's very interesting, guys. It really got my attention. I never got into paranormal stuff like that, but my house was visited by my late brother. I think he said you got to have something connected to you for this to work. Also, like what? He says, you got anything that belongs to us? Oh, yeah. I got a few model kits back there my brothers gave me years ago, and I got a couple pictures of them hanging on a wall. And I got a bunch of pictures of them and stuff, you know. So that has something to do with the process of that. But anyway, that's a whole different story, guys. But that's a wild story. I meant to reveal that on some of my reveals that I've done, and on my models. And so I don't know, man. These guys probably think I'm crazy or something. I do that. So since it's late night tonight, there's a hangout, so I figure I'd whip it out on you guys. So there's spirits, guys. There's spirits. They can't hurt you. And one thing about up there, where they're at now, they can't hurt each other. You're dead. And so there's a spiritual world and there's a live world. So when it's time to go, the good Lord calls on you, your spirit will rise from your body and you look at yourself laying there and say, my God. And pretty soon, you're the wonderful hands of the good Lord. And you're really good. You might turn into a free spirit. You might be reborn again. You never know. That's what I think. But I could be wrong. No one knows to get there. But I do know one thing. This stuff wasn't fake. It wasn't fake because I watch everything. I'm a very good observant person. Even when I'm driving the car, no matter where I go, where I be, I watch everybody. I'm a very observant person. There was no double talking like that. It was just, he had that thing away from at least 20 inches away from his, almost 2 feet away from his mouth. That thing answered. He had the speaker in his hand here. He had a microphone here. He had it like this and answered. Unbelievable. So maybe some of you guys out there probably think, well, yeah, you're right, Frank, because I had the same thing in my house one time. And so you get the really bad spirits. Guys out there, these guys are like, somebody got shot in a bar or something like that, their spirit will be there. That's where they died at. And they haven't been carried over yet. So they're restless in that one location. Well, I work at Game Day down there, Game Day Grill and Patio. That place is haunted. I remember at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was working there. I got there about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I worked from 6 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was back there working. And at nighttime, when they close the place down, they take these bar stools, these tables. They got bar stools in that place. And they got chairs that sit on the table. And they got these big old high round tables. They got bar stools where you can sit high and drink like that, eat your food and stuff. And they take these bars. They take these bar stools. They put them on top of the table upside down when the legs are going up. That way they can sweep around in the morning, and when the people who are mopping can sweep around and mop the floor, pull the stools out and put them on the ground. You guys seen it done before. I was sitting there in the window portioning French fries one time. 8-ounce fries from the bag, something like this. I looked straight ahead, and I seen that bar stool on top of the table. It was moving like this. I seen it, and I stopped, and I ducked down behind that window right there. I went over and grabbed my buddy, Greg. Greg, don't say a word. Don't say a word. I want you to walk over here. He goes, Frank, what are you stooped down for? So they don't see me, what I'm doing. Don't see you? Just shut up and come over here and look at this. I was looking at the window. See that table there, table number 7? Yeah. Look at that bar stool right there. Watch it. And he went over there and he looked at it like this. I sat next to him. I'll do something, make it, because he's probably looking at us now. I think we got his attention. Just don't pay attention. Watch. Just watch him. All of a sudden, that table moved. And that bar stool fell off the table. By the time that bar stool fell off that table, my buddy Greg ran out that back door. It goes, bam. He threw down and said, I ain't working here today. If I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. And that stuff like that exists, fellas. It really does. I mean, there's people out there who leave their mark there somewhere. It's just the way it goes. And for an example, like Mike explained to me, okay, Frank, I noticed you're a musician too. I said, oh yeah, yeah. He says, I had that steel guitar for about over 50 years. I got guitars and stuff I had for many years. He said, don't you know you're attached to that already? I said, well, yeah, I hope so. I bought it brand new. I keep playing it all the time. And he goes, well, it says, when you die, if somebody has that guitar, you'll come back to that guitar. Yeah, I probably will. So I wouldn't mind doing that. See if they're taking care of it or not. If they don't, I'll haunt them. Well, anyway, it's enough ghost stories, guys. These are true stories. I mean, that one with my brother, it was true. So help me God, guys. I'm not lying to you. I could bring a Bible in and swear on it, and Jesus will say, yes, I was there when it happened. So they exist, but they cannot hurt you. They can't hurt you. They exist. They seem like to me they can run on some kind of energy. They can feed off the energy. If your house is haunted, and you know it's haunted, and you try to contact your spirit, try to contact them, all of a sudden you feel a rush of tiredness. That spirit is taking your energy out of your body. You get really tired, you start to fall asleep. Because I noticed that Mike said that happened to me one time. So they used my energy one time. I felt like I worked all day long, but I haven't worked a lick all day. And so after I got done doing that paranormal work, I got home, I was exhausted. This thing really sucked the energy out of me. I said, damn. Strange world, guys. There's all kinds of worlds out there, fellas. A lot of worlds that we don't know. The only world that we know is what we live in today. You got a lot of people that have open minds and see that there's life somewhere else besides here. God is wonderful. God makes people of all different colors, all different nationalities, and he probably makes extraterrestrials as well too. You don't know what he does. So God's a very mysterious person, and he's a good person, and he can be angry too. Okay, guys. Right now it's getting about almost 1:30 in the morning. I got 5 viewers now. I'm doing pretty good. I keep you guys awake tonight. That's good. That's a very good thing. Keep myself awake too. Get this B-29 sanded down tomorrow. These parts I just done. Get everything prepared for installation. I'll make it tomorrow's hangout. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the engine parts of this thing. And I'll need you to shut this thing down a little bit and finish up my Canberra. I'll give you guys a sneak preview of my Canberra right here while you're watching. What the heck was that thing? It was there. I got the black paint on it last night. So what I did, guys, as you can see some of this here, I painted it flat black at first. When the black was all dried, I added a lot of blue to the black to bring out the contrast of the black color. And so I got to move the maskings for the flaps. The masking on top here on the sides. Pull them off. Look at sharp. This Canberra is looking real nice. I love this airplane. So that's a little preview right there. So as you can see, excuse me, as you can see, I'm not too far behind in getting her done. Most of it's all finished. All I gotta do is pull tape off and I'm gonna give it some varnish. Varnish dries, and go down there and give her a good coat of wash and control the wash by using a wet rag. Undercarriage, bombs, canopy, decals, and geez, another one done. Get the Vulcan going, the Tiffy. I got that B-29 shaking up. Now about that big old Skywire right there. That big AD Skywire. Oh, man, I wish I would have did this earlier day. God, I could have really had a good hangout. Man. Yeah, this hangout right here is pretty good. I think I got all set. I got all set now. I just can't go to regular streaming, and I don't have an encoder. I haven't downloaded it. That's the problem I've been having, guys. I got you guys chat down real well, but when it comes to the video part of it, nada. It hasn't worked. And so I got to figure, so what the heck did you do yesterday if I can get it on there? Aha! I know exactly what it is. Instead of going to, I can watch live on there without using the encoder. Now I can do it now. I got the chat section right there. You guys can type in, "Hello Frank, how's it going?" So how much is that? How about building at B-29 or something? You know, and I can add you back alive right there without typing out in there. So you guys got anything to say? Just go ahead and type up there, and I'll let you back on the fly. Keep me awake. Yeah, I got a couple days to go back to work. I've got a 3-day long haul here. Got to go to the store, PX tomorrow, not PX, but the commissary, and get some more stuff. I go to the base and get my groceries. I don't go to the stores out here. That's one of the good about being retired from the military. Yeah, I got privileges in that. It really helps me a lot, guys. I don't pay no taxes or anything. The cigarettes are dirt cheap. I bought cigarettes for my buddies at work. I said, God, no, what I got to do to get cigarettes this cheap? Yeah, enjoy being in the military. Go in for about 20, 30 years like I did. And you get all the benefits you need. VA benefits, PX benefits, commissary benefits, benefits of going base anytime you want to, walk around, look at the C-17 Glowmasters out there. Got a card and everything. Because they check you the Sentry, the area B, A, and B. They got airmen out there, sentries out there. They check your retirement card, see if you go in there or not. They do a very good thorough inspection on you, make sure you're kosher. You don't want no terrorism out there or anything going on. I gotta break down, get me some cigars tomorrow. And then my last one, I already smoked 100 already. I knew I forgot something today. My cigars. Got to go buy a big bundle tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day, another dollar to spend. Yep. I'm wondering if Airfix is going to be producing any more new kits. So far, I think they're all caught up, everything they did. Oh, on eBay, I looked around for some more ship fitting parts. I put in a bid for a bunch of 1/8 single double blocks. I'm going to add to my flying cloud kit, my blue jacket. They gave me these blocks come with the kit. They're made from Britannica, but they're hard because the model itself is over 100 years old. So I got to substitute those blocks with some wooden ones, and I could be able to rig it up without a fuss, because those blocks of Britannica, you got to run a needle through there. The needle breaks. Oh man, that's too much junk. These blocks are petrified. They've had it. So the only way to get good model shipping is going to eBay. Now I got a good sweet deal that Admiral Vulcan. My God, I tell you, I got it for $35, and with shipping, I think it was about $12 on it. Shipping was. That's one thing about eBay, guys. I noticed a lot. There's a trick to it. You see something there like a big old, like a big B-36, 1/72 scale. They're a hot item on there. If you want to go out and buy yourself a nice big B-36 like that, they got down there really cheap, like 30, 40 bucks. You think it's cheap. Wait till you click it on and put a bid on it. You can see that shipping on there. $30, $40 shipping. That's ridiculous. All those guys trying to do is capitalize on it. That's all they're trying to do. The only way to get ahead, guys, is bid as low as you can. And shoot for the shipping. That's the best way to do it. But I lucked out in that Admiral Vulcan. It was a sealed kit. Like I say, guys, when we're dealing with eBay, you guys really got to watch what you're doing there, because a lot of the stuff right there, I mean, they got a lot of they got a lot of good stuff there, kits and everything like that. What you got to do with those kits right there, you got to go out there and be able to they break out the parts like that, and you can see all the parts. Now, if you're familiar with that kit, you built that before, you can pretty much tell if it's all there or not, or parts are missing. You just got to watch what you're getting, guys, on eBay. I mean, they got a lot of stuff there. I mean, good stuff. They got stuff there I haven't seen since I was a kid. I'm like, God, I haven't built that since I was about 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, I was very, very lucky when I got that Admiral Vulcan right there. That was a good kit. Well, it's getting on about 2 viewers now. I had 5 up there a while ago. I guess they kind of petered out and went to bed, and I don't blame them. I hang on here a little longer, guys, and I'm going to shut down. And tomorrow's going to be daylight, sun shining, bright all day long. And I'm going to be here all day long. And we're going to have a nice chat going on with the hangout. And I'm going to try to formulate my hangout. I don't want to have too many hangouts going on here, because I don't want to bore you guys. And so if I can do a hangout maybe once or twice a week, that'd be nice. And each hangout's only get better and better. I'll bring out the guitar, play live for you or something, and entertain you or something with stories of my past. That'll keep you guys going, and keep me going too. We'll call it the Frankie Day Show. Next I need to do is hook up this camera I got right here. Hook up to this computer somehow. I can be able to control my pictures. I can have pictures and everything right here. These webcams come out of the computer, guys. They're hard to adjust. See, like this, for example. If I bring it down this way, you can see my table. But you can't see me. Only the table. So I got this camera up here. If I could have hook it up, it'll pick everything up right here. Anyway, I'll figure out something tomorrow. Oh boy, guys, I think your day's getting tired, man. It's been a long day for me. I think it was the most tired thing to do is get this goddamn hangout fired up. Man, I must have had 15, 20 guys waiting. I was, my God, I let all these guys down. I felt real bad. So, well, guys, I'm going to tell you what to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and knock this thing off. And I don't know, because I think tomorrow, about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. No, no, no. We're going to have this hangout early. I'm going to have it by the time I get up in the morning. When I get up in the morning, have breakfast and everything, get my wife squared away, I'm going to sit down and we'll start the hangout. So I have a live hangout here tomorrow, and now I know how to do everything now, guys. Everything will be fine. And like I say, it's my apologies, fellas, but I messed up. I'm looking for the encoder on this thing and download, and everywhere that the help list suggests you can download these the software for it, but it's all pay stuff. I says, man. I said, what did I do yesterday to get this thing on? Oh, then I figured it out. So there it is. Here I am. Okay, guys, you two fellas out there who are watching, thank you very much for watching me tonight. Makes me feel good, and I'm very deeply, deeply sorry about posting this late video this time of evening. And I had to do it right now just to make it worth my while so I can be satisfied. Tomorrow in the morning sometime, it comes to the invite list to be on there. I don't know if I can do that, but it'll be live now on your YouTube channel. You'll see a picture of me on there on your subscribers right there. Live now. I'm live. I'm right there. And so I'll probably get all my 15, 20 guys back tomorrow. Let's start talking to them. And we'll have a nice, good Frankie Day show. Okay, guys, this is it for me. I'd like to thank you two fellows up there for watching. And all you guys out there, at this gets uploaded up and everything. I want you, all you guys, I'd like to thank you guys out there for hanging in there for me today. I'm sorry I got things piled up. I really did. It's embarrassing. It really is. So I'm deeply sorry about it. And so I know how to do it now. Everything's back in shape now. So tomorrow we're going to have a good Frankie Day show tomorrow. And we're going to start having Frankie Day shows probably once or twice a week. With build videos coming up. This will be very beautiful. Okay, guys. I love you guys very much. You guys take care. Make mama happy. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. And you guys take care of yourselves, fellas. This is Frankie Day signing off. I'm going to hit the fart sack. I'm tired. And I know you guys are tired too. And tomorrow is now. And I'll be in the morning. I have to have a good cup of coffee and we'll get this thing all fired up. Okay, guys. God bless you guys. You guys take care. Bye, fellas.